Have y'all seen the crossover breakers hype recently?
5, 4, 3, 2.
What's going on, guys? It's Yugi Bros, and today I'm just going to give you a quick little market watch at crossover breakers, and the reason for that is because these prices have changed. So it's only been technically about a day and a half since the official release of this, and a couple days since the OTS release of this, but these cards were a lot cheaper than they are now, and the YCS is literally, as of recording this video, starting right now. So it'll be interesting to see what happens to the market on these cards throughout the progression of this weekend. I do expect Malice and Ryzeal to both make stands at this event. With Ryugi, I'm not so sure. However, I do think it's a budget option. Budget players definitely got to rejoice on that front for now. But what I would say is, if you haven't already picked this stuff up, it might be worth getting because some prices have significantly changed in the last 24 hours. Also, side note, I'm a huge fan of thinking that Malice is going to be like the tier limit of this format, whereas Ryzeal is the sprite. So everyone goes in thinking Ryzeal is the better of the two decks because of the OCG, but Malice ends up pulling away just as tier limit did. Now I understand these decks are not the same. I cannot compare Malice to tier limit as a one-to-one comparison. Tier limit was just far and away beyond anything we'd ever seen before. However, I can say that I think this deck's ceiling is much, much higher than something like Ryzeal, and since Ryzeal is locking you into rank 4 specifically, it's a lot easier to counter. That said, let's go into the market. First off, White Rabbit, as of yesterday, I know you can't see the price history here yet because it's only been out for a couple days. These cards were 25 as of the set release yesterday morning, Friday morning. But as of 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturday, we are now seeing about $44 to $45 respectively on White Rabbit. And I understand this deck has the waifu tax, so keep that in mind when prices are, a little inflated more than maybe they should be. But something like this has just completely skyrocketed out, and same with its spell card, Malice in Underground. This card was about $30, looking around $42 right now. And it does not seem like it is dropping. Now, keep in mind, these are side sets, right? So the ratios are a lot harder to get things in these than it is to get stuff in, like, a core set. And until these see some type of reprint, and I wouldn't expect it until at least minimum earliest to the tins next year, these cards are going to go up for a significant period of time. And like I said, this deck's ceiling is kind of insane. It is a Cyberse pile, but as everyone knows, Cyberse piles tend to be crazy. Cough, cough, math mech. So, it'll be interesting to see where this stuff definitely goes. Going down the line on Ultra Rares, we have Exit Ryzeal, which was 25 yesterday. It's looking around 35 now. This is the projected to be better of the two decks. And this deck, the strategy is very, very solid. And it has gone up about $10. Its counterparts, Ice Ryzeal, has a little bit less. This was closer to like 20, so now it's like 28. And Sword Ryzeal was about 18, now it's like 23 to 25, depending on where you're looking. But like I said, they are all going up. Everything in this set seems to be going up. So if you don't have your stuff on this now, it might be worth picking up before the results of the YCS, because if this deck tops, it's already going up, right? So if it tops, it's the sky's the limit on the prices of the cards. Detonator's a little bit lower, but we did see in different videos online that this one does seem to be easier to pull than the others. Detonator's sitting around $8, and yesterday it was around $8, so nothing really has changed with this one as of yet. I will refresh just in case, because this is the only tab I didn't refresh, just to make sure nothing else is changing here, but I don't think... No, it's still around $8, and people got quantities for days, and it's like a 2 of, I believe, so I don't really expect this one to change much. Duo Drive has kind of always been around the 3 to 5 range, and that's still where it's sitting. Malice's MTP07, this card was about $2 to $3, and it's still about $2 to $3, so not much has changed here. Although I will say, when you quickly run out like these two, for example, you're looking around $4, so just keep that in mind. Heart Cryptor is arguably the same. This is about $2.50. That really hasn't changed. It's the bigger pull ones at the end, obviously. And then this one, the Sosei Ryogi Mistva. I wanted to bring this up, the Arceus of the deck. This card was $1 to $1.50 last night, and it has since skyrocketed. I don't know if I could say skyrocketed, but as far as something cheap like that, it is a $4 to $5 card now. And to be fair, think about it. It is the quite literal only Ultra in the set for this deck. So this card specifically is the only quote-unquote money card of the set, since it's the only Ultra. So I don't think this could go much higher than maybe like $7, $8. But it is a card that, like, it's the only one, and if people are picking it up as like a budget deck, this is the card they're going to be picking up. That's the higher rarity, so definitely worth probably looking into at the very, very minimum. And then I wanted to cover the super rare variants of this set. So for people that don't know, I didn't even know in my pack opening video, I thought they were misprints. You can get super rare versions of some of the rares. Not all of them, but some of them. And this is that list. So what's crazy to me is that GWC06 for Malice was $1 yesterday. It's now about $3. Plugin was, I think, $1. Now it's like $2. And then this was like 50 cents. Now it's like $1. Same with Node Rizal. I will say, though, if you go on down a bit here, Palm Rizal at 15 to 24 cents. Like, some of these are just, like, crazy for penny stocks. Planet Pathfinder, I'm not sure ever had a foil. 16 to 21 cents, guys. Like, why would you not just pick 3 of these up? Exciton Knight, I know it just had a reprint in Battles of Legend, and now it's got this reprint as well, but it's still really, really cheap here. I feel like you could pick up, like, $5 worth of these and just sit on them for about a year or two, and then you just make your money back easy if you flip them for dollars. If we can continue down here, Ragna Zero, same deal. Pay like $5 worth in these, sit on them for about a year or two, see where it goes. Like, this card hadn't had a reprint until just now, other than its OTS. So, I mean, again, the sky's the limit with this. Same with Monk. Same maybe with, like, Tornado Dragon. Maybe lesser with Tornado. Senju, right? Like, it hasn't had a foil since, I don't know, like, we don't count the Speed Duel ones if you're not playing Speed Duels. So, yeah, I just wanted to bring this to light for the people that don't know. This set is quickly increasing in price, and this is before the YCS puts up results. So, unless it's all hype on people thinking this stuff is all gonna do very, very well, and they want to get their stuff now, and if it doesn't, then I guess the prices will flop and it'll drop back down. But I can't see either of these decks doing nothing at the YCS. Therefore, I think it's worth the investment. So if you can find White Rabbits and Malice on Undergrounds cheap, or your Exit Rizal, Ice Rizal, and Sword Rizal specifically, cheaper than TCG currently has them, get them while you can, because these prices are not going to last forever. Alright guys, we'll see you in the next one.
For more amazing Speed Duel content, subscribe to Yugi Bros. It's time to duel!